Hi, I'm Jake Dahl, Vice President of Sales and Marketing here at Onsharp, and I'm here to answer your questions about custom software. So, looking at Google, why is custom software not cheap? Well, that's a great question. There's lots of reasons that custom software is not cheap. I mean, when it comes down to it, you are building something from the ground up for typically your organization or for a very large user base. It has to be done appropriately, and when it's done appropriately, it takes a significant amount of time, which ultimately equates to dollars spent. So anybody who's looking to go through a development initiative for custom software should look to make it as and plan on it being an investment. It's going to take time and it's going to take resources to get it done right. Ultimately, you want this investment to be something that's going to be able to be utilized long-term in the future. So you need to be willing to have a budget that's going to be enough to make sure that it is a quality piece that's going to last. Why is custom software better than off the shelf? Oh man, there's lots of reasons for that. This is going to be directly made for your business. So you're the one that decides what it's going to entail, how it's going to grow, and you make all of the choices that are associated with it. The problem that you have with off the shelf is these things are built for thousands of different organizations, but your business is unique and you need things done a certain way where you just don't have that ability with something that's kind of a pre-built solution. So that's probably the biggest advantage of having a custom software solution compared to something that's just regularly available off the shelf. Why is custom software like building a house? That is a great question as well. This is not something where you're simply going to go out to, you buy some 2x4s and nails from a hardware store, go out your land and start pounding away. No one would ever do that when they're building a house. Well, guess what? That is the last thing you would ever want to do when it comes to developing a software solution, is just have some developers, give them an idea and say, hey, go to town. That is a surefire way to lose a lot of time and money very quickly. Very similar to an architecting phase that you would go through in any sort of building project that you would have. You want to do the same thing when it comes to building a custom software solution as well. Plan it out, understand what's going to go into it from an investment perspective, a time perspective, what are the features, what are the functionality. So at the end of that whole process, you have an exact blueprint of what it's going to be. The vendor that you chose knows exactly what they're going to build, and that way things are going to stay on track and ultimately lead to a successful project. So looking at question number 4, why is custom software not as scary as it seems? I think initially people always are a little bit hesitant because they just don't know what to expect. But if you choose a vendor that really takes you through a good planning process and is very open and transparent with the entire process from start to finish, it's actually probably one of the most rewarding experiences that people can have, and one of the most impactful on their business as well, because ultimately at the end of it, you're going to have something that really propels your business to where you want it to go, not only today, but also into the future as well. Looking at question number 5, why is custom software a competitive advantage? I think one of the biggest, advantages that you have in building a solution is, hey, you know your industry, you know your business better than anybody else. Now you have the tools to really put something together that's going to be unique and really provide a competitive edge. And we've seen this time and time again with a lot of businesses that they knew that the industry that they were in was lacking from a technology perspective, and they filled a void. You're going to be able to determine where this goes and how you want it to be. So that's a huge competitive advantage compared to where you're trying to just take something that's pre-built off the shelf and kind of making it work for your situation. And lastly, why is custom software best done with Onsharp? First and foremost, Onsharp is really second to none when it comes to quality builds. There's a reason we've been around for 25 years. Everybody here that works at Onsharp is in-house, US-based development. That is a huge competitive advantage. We are really about the only team kind of within our region that really does what we do. And we've been doing this for over 25 years. Unfortunately, what you see a lot of in the industry today when it comes to development is one of two options. Either a small startup company that has limited experience with very few people, or you're dealing with a middleman organization where all of the development is basically pushed overseas and kind of done in an assembly line format. Here with Onsharp, we do a team within a team approach. On that team, you're going to have developers, you're going to have UI/UX designers. Everybody is professionals and excels at what they're good at, and that's really what it takes to get these projects done right. We build all of our projects not only great for people today, but also something that they are going to be able to utilize long term in the future as well, and that are scalable. And that's really important for any business out there, because this is an investment and you want to make sure this is done right, not only for your business today, but also as you grow into the future as well. So there are some common questions about why is custom software development the route to take. If you have any questions or are considering your project, we hope you contact us at Onsharp today. Whoops.
Keep it in.